This week, your Texans take on the Baltimore Ravens. Now, with this video, I've decided to kind of divide it up in two parts. The first part being, my prediction, how I think the game is going to go. And the second part, well, you're going to have to wait for it. I don't want to spoil anything. But yeah, Texans versus Ravens. Deshaun Watson versus Lamar Jackson 2. This is the second time they've played in the NFL. And the first time, yeah, it wasn't pretty. The Ravens beat them. I believe the score was 41-7, I believe. So, yeah, it wasn't pretty for us Texans fans. Ravens fans, if you're watching, you're probably still rewatching highlights from that game, and you're probably thinking this is going to be an easy win for the Ravens. But, it is what it is. Also, this is a 3 p.m. game Central Time, so mark it down on your calendar. It's not going to be your regular noon game. It's at 3 p.m., so plan accordingly. Also, this Ravens team, very talented team. They got Lamar Jackson, the reigning MVP. They got Mark Andrews, an up-and-coming tight end. A good offensive line as well. A good defense. Marlon Humphrey, one of the most underrated corners in the NFL, probably. They also ended up picking up Calais Campbell this offseason. So, yeah, this Ravens team is very good, and that run game is very, very dangerous. If you guys paid any attention to last year's NFL season, then you know this Ravens run game is absolutely legit. But enough about that. Let's talk about these matchups, starting off with the Ravens offense versus the Texans defense. Now, I'm sorry, but the Ravens run game is completely gonna gash the Texans defense. You guys saw it against the Chiefs on Thursday night. It didn't look good, and the Ravens, they're on a whole other level when it comes to their run game. Personally, I believe the Texans just do not have the starting personnel to stop the Ravens run game. They don't. It's a different level with this Ravens team, man. If we couldn't stop a simple zone running scheme run game with Clyde Edwards, a rookie, and a pretty meh offensive line with the Chiefs, then we ain't stopping the Ravens, man. I'm sorry, Texans fans. I just do not see the Texans being able to slow down their run game. Now, as far as the passing game goes, the Ravens passing game, it honestly doesn't scare me. Lamar Jackson throwing the football, it doesn't scare me one bit because they don't really have the weapons outside to, beat us like that. Hollywood Brown, yeah, I think he can be a good player in this league. And he had a good game week 1, but honestly, he's just a poor man's Tyreek Hill, and Roby usually tends to clamp Tyreek Hill. So Roby's going to be on Hollywood Brown, and I guarantee you he's going to put the clamps on him, and no one else from that wide receiver group scares me. Now, someone who terrifies me, Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is quickly becoming one of the better tight ends in the NFL. He's probably top 5 already, and in a couple years, he's going to be a top 2, maybe even the best tight end in the NFL. He is that good, and Lamar Jackson loves throwing him the football. So, yeah. And also, you have to consider, man, this is Anthony Weaver's second game as the defensive coordinator. For him to go up against Lamar Jackson and his Ravens running game, it's not good, man. It is not good. So what I'm trying to say is the Ravens are going to completely gash the Texans with the run game, and when they have to throw, they're just going to throw it to Mark Andrews because I don't think the Texans have anyone that can cover him. I just don't see it. I don't see the Texans stopping the Ravens run game. I don't see them finding an answer for Mark Andrews. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not going to sit here and be biased and give you guys false hope for a game that, yeah. I'm not gonna do that. I've always tried to be a realist with you guys, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie. So let's move on to the Texans offense versus the Ravens defense. Now, last week when the Browns played the Ravens, the Browns had some success pretty early on running the football against the Ravens. So maybe the Texans can find a way to attack that and run the ball against the Ravens. I mean, we saw it last week. The Texans' run game, David Johnson, was one of the few bright spots with the Texans last week versus the Chiefs. So maybe they could build on that and get the run game going against the Ravens. Now, in terms of passing, man, the Ravens are going to completely shut down the Texans' passing attack, man. Marlon Humphrey on Will Fuller. I think Humphrey wins that matchup. And even though I don't think Marcus Peters is good, I think he's one of the most overrated players in the NFL. And obviously they don't have Earl Thomas anymore. I just don't see Watson and, Brandon Cooks or Randall Cobb being in sync quite yet. So, he's going to be looking for Fuller, but Fuller's going to be getting clamped by Marlon Humphrey. So they're going to make Watson rely on his new weapons. And I don't think those new weapons and Watson are quite in sync yet. Also, the Ravens have a very blitz-heavy defense, and Watson in the past has struggled against, the blitzes. So, yeah, I don't see this ending well for the Texans offense, man. I just don't. Now, as far as my prediction for the game goes, I'm going with 38-17 Ravens win. Yes. I don't think the Texans win this game. Like I said, I am not going to sit here, be biased, and lie to you guys. Like, I am always trying to keep it as realistic as possible. And I just do not see the Texans coming away with a win. Now, for the first time ever, when the Texans have had Deshaun Watson, I don't think the Texans stand a chance in this game. I really don't, and it's not because I don't think they're good enough. It's because I don't think the coaches are smart enough. Because there is a way where I can see the Texans winning, but I just don't see the Texans doing what it takes to win. I don't see them coming up with the proper game plan. So that's why at the start of the video when I said this video is going to be divided into two parts, my prediction and the second part. Well, the second part is, what can the Texans do to win the game against the Ravens or stand a chance against the Ravens? Well, here it is. On offense, if the Texans want to win, they're going to have to start off screen heavy, short passes, and with the run game to negate their blitz heavy, aggressive defense. Those screen passes we ran last week against the Chiefs that actually for the first time ever worked. Yeah, those can work against the Ravens because they're trying to get after the quarterback. They're trying to get pressure. So you run a screen, you get chunk plays out of those screens, easy yards. With the short passes, you see the blitz coming, dump it off to Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb gets some yak. You dump it off to Jordan Akins. Jordan Akins gets some yak. You dump it off to David Johnson. David Johnson gets some yak. So that's what you got to do to start off the game. Make them ease off their game plan. Like, you can't have the Ravens blitzing almost every other play. So you use the short passes and the screen passes to make them stop doing that. And I guarantee you, once you make them stop, they're going to start playing less aggressive. They're going to be playing the ball. They're going to be playing the short passing game. And once they start playing the short passing game, you take advantage of the garbage Marcus Peters and those bad safeties, because their safeties are not good. How do you take advantage of them? Burn them over top with Brandon Cooks or Will Fuller. And that's how you do it. You're going to have them panicking, not knowing what's coming next. Is it going to be a short screen, a short pass, or is it going to be over top? That's how you beat them. That's how you beat that defense. That's how Deshaun Watson has to do it. In this game, Deshaun Watson has to be very, very patient. This game, offensively, it's on Tim Kelly and Deshaun Watson 100%, man. Because one-on-one, I trust our offensive line to get the job done. But it's up to Tim Kelly to come up with the right game plan and Deshaun Watson to be patient. Because, guys, let's be honest. We know Deshaun Watson. We know what he likes to do. Deshaun Watson likes to go deep and go for the kill shot. But that's not going to work early on because they're going to be coming after him. And the plays that he's going to want aren't going to be there because they take a while to develop. But if you start off hitting them with the short passes, the quick passes, getting the ball out quick, and then they ease off with the pressure, then you can start hitting them over top. And you can definitely take advantage of that weekend secondary without Earl Thomas. So, yeah, that's how you attack them with our offense against their defense if you want to have a chance to win this game. Now, as far as what do you have to do on defense to stop them? Well, number one, the defense has to be patient and disciplined. Like, they cannot fall for all these little handoffs and stuff. Like, I guarantee you, they're going to be doing a lot of read option, a lot of triple options, a lot of RPOs. That's what they do. Stay patient, find the ball, go get the ball, and something else, you got to wrap up, man. You got to make the tackle when you have a chance to make the tackle because Lamar Jackson is going to make you pay. And again, like, your pursuit angles have to be on point because if they're not, Lamar Jackson is going to make you look silly in the open field, man. So you got to be smart, disciplined, and patient. Now, another thing that the defense has to do is more nickel and dime packages. If you don't know what that means, nickel means 5 DBs instead of 4. Dime means 6. So more DB heavy sets. Why? Well, when the Titans embarrassed the Ravens in the playoffs and when the Chargers embarrassed the Ravens in the playoffs in 2018, they had a lot of DB sets. They were pretty much selling out to stop Lamar Jackson's runs and daring him to beat them with his arm. So the Texans will have to do some of that, man. They're going to have to be daring Lamar Jackson to beat them with his arm. Now, another thing, you got to have a lot less of Brennan Scarlett, more Jacob Martin. A lot less of Benardrick McKinney, more of Dylan Cole. Why? You need speed in that front seven. You need speed to contain Lamar Jackson. That's what you need, man. So we can't have the Tubbies, Brendan Scarlett, and Benardrick McKinney chasing after Lamar Jackson because they're going to stand no chance. Instead, you can have Dylan Cole and Jacob Martin, who are both way faster than McKinney and Scarlett chasing after Lamar Jackson. So if you have those two guys in instead of McKinney and Scarlett, you actually have a chance in containing Lamar Jackson. Get to the edge before him, stop him from busting out these long runs and stuff. Now, another thing, less Charles Omenihu and Brandon Dunn, more Ross Blacklock and PJ Hall. Now, the reason why I say this is Omenihu, he is non-existent in the run defense. He's just not. And for a team that's run heavy, we can't have him out there, man. We just can't. So you replace him with Ross Blacklock, who is actually existent in the run game. So, yeah, you get him instead of Omenihu, and you replace Brandon Dunn with PJ Hall. And the reason why I'm doing this is because PJ Hall makes explosive plays. He disrupts the play, and Brandon Dunn, well, he just eats up blocks. So we need someone to disrupt the play. Make the Ravens have to do more than just simply hand it off or keep it and just run right down the middle, find the hole. If PJ Hall disrupts the play, there's like less holes, like everything's like all piled up, so it'll just make it harder to find the holes and creases. So Yeah, if the Texans can do those things, I believe they actually stand a chance in this game. Now, honestly, I don't think they will do these things. I feel like they're going to stick to their stubborn ways and do what they always do. Brendan Scarlett's going to be out there. McKinney's going to be out there. All these slow people are going to be out there. They're not going to go DB heavy to contain Lamar Jackson. And offensively, I feel like they're going to do what they always do. So, yeah, I don't see the Texans coming away with the win. I feel like they're going to stick to their stubborn ways. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully the Texans do come away with a win. But like I said, for the first time in the Deshaun Watson era, I don't think the Texans stand a chance. And it has nothing to do with, Deshaun Watson himself. It has something to do with the players we got. It's got a lot to do with coaching. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys for today. Comment down below whether you think the Texans win this game or not. And yeah, be sure to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.